So, Trump tossed Marjorie Taylor Greene like trash from a tarnished throne, acting like his withdrawn endorsement wasn't as worthless as a payday loan. She didn't win with his blessing then, and she won't win with his tantrum now. But he's flailing, failing, pale and panicked, sweat beading under that crooked crown. He claims she swung left because she dared to request the light, voted to release the Epstein files, and that sent him into the night, fist tight, face white, scrambling for a story that might make people forget what he's truly frightened of, the truth taking flight. He'll declassify Earhart, JFK, MLK, every dusty dossier and cold case cliche. But the Epstein files? That's where he breaks. That's where he quakes. That's where the whole facade shakes, because he knows what's at stake. Those names hit that page. Reid Hoffman called his bluff clean. If you want to know what they've got on me, then release the damn thing. Trump blinked, shrank, sank, like a stone tied to a secret he can't outrun, silent, stunned, soul on the run. And the Republicans felt a shift, that sickening, sinking, shipwrecked drift. They're slipping from the throne room's mist, plotting who'll replace the king they kissed. Tucker's drifting, MTG's lifting herself away from the pit she once insisted was holy ground, but now she hears the hiss behind that crown. And that hiss, that whisper, that warning, it's the one he's always given. Remember the rallies? Remember the poem? The snake story he adored? The one he'd purr into the mic like a bedtime horror tale? The snake that begged a woman, please let me in, and then bit her with a grin. And then Trump would pause, smirk, and say with relish dripping off his tongue, "You knew damn well I was the snake before you let me in." He wasn't hinting. He wasn't joking. He wasn't performing irony. He was confessing in plain sight, in broad daylight. He told us exactly who the fuck he was, and some people still curled up at his feet and called it warmth. So now when he squirms with style, the sloppy, sloppy kind that screams denial. He tosses distractions mile by mile. Look, another file, another trial, a new exile. Anything to keep us from the pile of evidence rotting in Epstein's isle. Yes, powerful men knew Epstein's name, but only one man praised him without shame, called him terrific, a word now horrific, 15 years in that same sick circle, close enough to share the blame. Meanwhile, the country pays the toll, premiums tripling, recession rolling, AI unregulated, corporate cronies controlling, brown families stolen, put into private prisons patrolling, profit margins swollen, while democracy's soul is slowly stolen. MTG finally smelled the stench, saw the trench, the pinch, the wrench of a man who'd happily bench every working family to protect one billionaire friend. So she ran, and he raged, and the stage shook with the weight of a dying age. Republicans still pretend he's divine, polling 95% like puppets stuck on a single line, too scared to even say, even in secret, that the emperor is naked and the emperor's crime is carved into time like a flaming sign on a ruptured shrine. This fall is earned, this fall is fine. And me, I'm not neutral, I'm not polite. I'm watching the snake writhe in the failing light, a cornered creature losing the fight, venom drying up in the cold of night. Because when a man who built his throne on cruelty finally tastes accountability, this isn't tragedy, that's symmetry, that's history, that's justice sinking its fangs in beautifully. Thank you for watching my videos.